So, welcome back to a new YouTube video. This video is like me getting taught in powerlifting for the first time. I've never been taught in powerlifting or anything like that because I just train like a bodybuilder and I just throw in 1 rep maxes. So I thought, you know what, I wanted to know how to do it properly. So I reached out to Tom Strawbridge at Northeast Strength Culture to give me a hand, and that's what this video is about today. Tom gave me some really good tips and I'm sure you'll be able to learn a lot from it as well. Let's get into the video. Feet right under.
And then just don't be here. Don't be here. Tuck in underneath. There you go. Yeah, breathe out. Then breathe in. There you go. That's better. Now same again. Breathe out. Don't move.
Ooh. How was that?
All right. How did it feel?
Felt all right.
You see, like when you watch on the video back, your belt like moves up and down, like it slides around a bit.
So you can sleep.
Because you're not like bracing.
Yeah.
If you're really braced into it and you're using it really well, you won't get that movement of the belt.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all right. Yeah, again, you can tell you've done a lot of bodybuilding stuff that like everything is fast. You're trying to move fast. If you get into powerlifting, nothing is fast. Like, it's the worst name in the world,
Yeah.
honestly, because it's the exact opposite of how it actually is.
Yeah.
In reality, when stuff gets heavy, it moves very, very slowly. So you've got to kind of get comfortable with stuff moving slowly. So what we'll do, we'll try again, but I want you to, like, 3 seconds on the way down.
3 seconds on the way
Just
down.
Just nice and smooth, and then, like, put yourself in the right spot and come back up.
See, with bodybuilding, I normally do slow eccentrics, and that normally about 4 seconds, but when I come to like the compound movement, bench squat, deadlift, I just throw it out the window, really.
Yeah, whereas we want to be controlled. Because the most important thing is that when you get to the bottom of the movement, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
That is always the most important thing. Because if you're in the right place, you've got a chance of pushing out of it. It'll be slow, but you'll be in the right place. So it's just finding that balance. So we'll try again. Try again. But just try not to do this. Your mum's videoing from the best angle because she'll see all of this.
Yeah.
All right? So just like in here, pull down into the bar and then brace and get that air backwards.
Yeah, I've got that.
All right?
Pull down into the bar, that's that.
Yeah, try that.
Makes me feel quite good, actually. How's that?
Get your hips in underneath it a little bit more. So don't extend as much. Get those ribs down a bit more. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. How's that?
Heavy. No, I felt good, yeah. I definitely feel more secure in the core.
Yeah, that was
I still think the re-racking part's the bit I don't get.
Right. What do you mean?
It's just like, because I feel like I'm proper like that.
Right.
When I'm re-racking it.
When you're unracking it?
No, when I'm like racking it, when I'm getting it off.
Right. Yeah. You are still, like, when you're getting underneath it, you're still, like, very much like this.
That's what I feel
and
like,
then you've just got to, like, exhale harder. So you just got to be here, and then... Because even if I stay here, and I'm like this, and you go...
You don't move still.
It pulls this down.
Yeah.
Because basically, when you forcibly exhale... So let's say you did loads of cardio.
Yeah.
And you were, like, really breathing. You'll feel, all, like, your ribs are going up and down, right?
Yeah.
That comes from your obliques.
Yeah.
Right? So your obliques wrap all the way around here, they're all the way around there, and they're touching your ribs. So they pull all of this in. So then by forcibly exhaling, and then you get the tension here. that's going to give you all of this stability, much more than this ever will.
All right.
So that'll give you all of this. That's what we're trying to do. And then you're holding that tension, you'll feel this, and then you go, and then you're just getting that pressure into your lungs. That feeling is wicked. It's a real game changer when you get it right, because you've got that whole like 360 tension then. Yeah. Everything is holding your rib cage in place. And then from there, you've got all that tension and you're here, and then you go down and you just push with your legs. It just all goes into the bar. Yeah. You're so pressurized. Because the only place you'll bleed in power, and that's why a belt helps so much, is this bit. All of this bit here is where you're squishy, right? Yeah. So we're trying to make ourselves not squishy. We're trying to make that as tight as we possibly can. So getting that right makes everything feel light, because you're just under the bar. Like everything you do with your legs, as soon as you push with your legs, it goes straight into the bar, because we're really tight. Whereas at the minute, you've still got a little bit of room here, because you're not really tight. All right. All right. So that's going to be, for your squat, that's going to be the big thing. Getting out of being here, not being here, and feeling all that, like when you're warming up and you're like, oh, my adductors feel really tight. Yeah. Like, you're not old enough to feel tight. You can't feel tight at your age. So, because you're here, and then you're getting into here, and you're like super extended, and it just feels really long there. So if you can get out of that, it'll make a huge difference for you. Like it really will. It really will. So we'll put 120 on. All right, strong. How's that? You tell me. Felt good, yeah. Yeah, it was all right. Felt pretty good. It was all right, yeah. I think I got the breathing a bit better that time. It's getting better. Yeah. It's definitely getting better. I definitely felt more tight that time. Yeah. It's getting better. I think it's because I knew I was just going for the one rep. Instead of doing multiple. Yeah, sometimes. So I think a lot of the time when people are warming up is they don't do enough, and they're too afraid of just like, well, that didn't feel right, I'm going to do that again. Say you were working up to 160. Yeah. They won't do enough at the lower weights and get it right and get it feeling really good. Yeah. They'll just like, I'm just going to go down and up and not really pay any attention. I'll do 5 with that. Yeah, you'll go like 5 with 50, 5 with 100, 3 with 120, 135 for one, 150 for one, and then I'll just put it on. That's what I do, yeah. But you're like, there's no rush. Oh. Like, you're much better off doing it right and being like, right, that feels really, really good. Because at the end of the day, it's opportunities to practice. Yeah. You're not just like getting warm. You get warm before, you jump on the bike, you do whatever, like you do all that stuff. It's your opportunity to get it right and get it feeling really good. And if you do 135 and it feels rubbish, just do it again. Like, just do it better. Don't be afraid of just like, oh, you know, that was rubbish, I'm gonna do that again. It's not gonna tire you out. If it's tiring you out, you've got bigger problems. Like, if 135 is tiring you out and you squat 160, you got bigger problems. So it's all just about getting that right and being very conscious of every single time is an opportunity to get better at it. And sometimes, like, you'll come in and you'll be like, this feels so good today. Because you will have just, it's not going to change overnight. Like, we've got habits and it doesn't just change overnight, but every single time, it should be a case of like, you watch your videos about 3 months later and you're like, I cannot believe I used to lift like that. Like, look at how much better my lifting looks. And that's how it has to be. You just like learn, and that's why videoing is so important, because then you can link, say you do a set 3, you can, between reps, you should be like, that felt good, that didn't feel good, that felt better. And you should be doing that. And then when you watch the video back, it's your opportunity to be like, okay, so when it felt good, it looked like this. And then you can, so then when you're in a set, you can be like, okay, so that felt good, so it probably looked like that. Yeah. And just all the time, constantly, all the time. And that's why it's really, really hard. That's why this sport's really hard. Yeah. It's because it is, your margin for error isn't that big if you want it to be really good. But you've got to be constantly focused. You can't just be like, I'm doing a set 5, I'm just mindlessly going to do it. It has to be an opportunity to learn. It's focus on every single rep. Focus on every single one. Because that's how people get bad habits, because they don't pay attention and they end up just getting really sloppy and they're like, oh, it's light, I'm just going to then don't focus. You've got to be focused. Like if you want, I imagine you want to be really good.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how you seem to be.
I do.
So if you want to be really good, you've got to be really on it, and you can't be sloppy. Like we've got lads in here and I'm just constantly on them, just like, you are being lazy. You're just doing it. You've got to be focused. If you want to be good, no, some people don't want to be great, and that's fine, just whatever. But I imagine the kind of person you seem to be, you want to be really good, so you've got to be really focused.
Yeah.
All right? But that looks good. That was good. We'll do another one, and again, just...
Same way.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And just really lock it in, focus on how it feels, and then you tell me after what you think you did well.
All right.
All right?
Yeah. Oh, that felt better than the first time.
What did you do differently?
I think I focused on going down more.
Yeah.
Like I felt I was really trying to focus on like my legs going down instead of just thinking of going slow. I was like thinking of like my legs moving.
Yeah, like actually feel your legs. Yeah. That looked a lot better. Like from a bracing perspective, much better.
It felt better.
You weren't like all the way up here.
No, that felt good.
Yeah, that looked much.
And
if you compare that to how what you were doing with 50, so different.
Yeah.
So different.
And heavier weight as well, so you think the form would slip up a bit, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, like it's still pretty light for you, but like, look good. Look good. Nice. Cool. Right. So, your bench will completely change if you start viewing it as much of a leg exercise as an upper body exercise. Right? So, you, at the moment, you lie down and you try and set your arch with your back, not with your legs. So, what we do is we use the weight of the bar to fix you here, and then your legs push you this way. And then the action of like you get anchored here and your legs push you in here, your rib cage drives up.
Yeah.
That is literally how it works, right? So we're just trying to squash you up here. So it's you should be good at it because how you squat, you're trying to do this all the time, right? So, and that's where squat and deadlift are the opposite to bench. And sometimes you'll get people that are very, very good at benching that aren't very good at the others because they're not very good at hitting that position because the positions are opposite, or they should be. So we're gonna use the weight on the bar to set up. So you're gonna push up into it, and then from here, right? So you're coming at it from a different way, right? You're using the weight on the bar to hold you on the bench. This is why benches really matter. This is why powerlifters get all diva-y about benches. Because if you're on a bad bench, you can't get traction. If the bench is too low, you can't get your legs involved. This is why we're really fussy about stuff. Because when it gets heavy, it really matters. What do you normally bench? About 120?
My PR's 125.
125, right.
For reps, probably, well, sloppy form 100, proper form is 80, 90.
Right. So we'll put a yellow on.
15, yeah.
Oh, check it. Nice. So it'll be a little bit easier now you've got a bit of weight on the bar.
Yeah.
So I'll talk you through it.
Okay, just step by step, yeah?
Yep.
All right.
So for you, we'll put your pinky fingers on the ring to start with. Right?
All right, yeah.
So the bars at one gym, do they have 1 or 2 lines on them? Two, right. So this is the narrow. So this is the narrower one.
Narrower.
Right.
All right. See, I do this on incline. I go wider on incline, closer on flat, just because I think I feel it more. But on incline, I'll do the pinky at the first ridge. On flat, I'll do a thumb.
Right. Yeah. So we'll go pinky on there.
All right. Yeah.
So move down the bench a bit. Yeah. Now from here, push up into the bar, but don't unrack it, right? So you should feel a bit of tension there. Now, feet closer together, so closer to the bench and further out in front of you. Yeah, we'll start with that. Yeah. So bring them back a bit. Right, push up into the bar, but don't quite unrack it. So you should feel a lot. Now push yourself back with your legs, and your bum should come up.
Well, do that one more time.
So push with your legs, a bit further away, feet a bit further away. Then lift your bum up with your legs, yeah? And push, slide yourself back, but push here. Yeah, don't move your feet. Don't move your feet. Right, yes, now unrack it. And keep your bum up, keep your bum up, keep your bum up, pull the bar out. Now your bum goes down, but push with your legs so your legs relaxed. Right, so re-rack it. Your legs have to stay on the whole time.
Yeah.
They have to, because they are your stability. Yeah. Right, so try again. So we're gonna keep your bum up. We're gonna keep your bum up until that bar is out, and then your bum goes down, but you push with your legs. Push with your legs, push with your legs, push with your legs. Now go. Push with your legs, push harder, it's not hard enough. Push, 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 push. One more. Good.
I don't know how really to push with my legs, because if I push, I think I'll just go on my tiptoes. That's what all my bum will come up off the bench.
Yeah, so that's all about how you're pushing. So you're pushing down. Yeah. Right? You want to push away. Because if you think about what we're trying to do, you're trying to push yourself this way. Yeah. Right? To squash you here. So you should be pushing this way.
Got it.
Right? Yeah. Which is why, like, we put carpets down and we do all of this other stuff, right? Yeah. So, because you are trying to squash yourself as much this way. So you want to feel like you're pushing through the ball of your foot. So your heel has to be
away,
your heel has to be on the floor. You should be pushing this way. So if you were sat in an office chair and you were pushing yourself along the floor, that's how it should feel. You should feel like you're pushing that way.
Instead of like pushing down like on a squat.
Down.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of people do. They push down into the floor, and that lifts the hips up.
That's what I've always done, and I've tried to keep my bum on the bench, so it's like they kind of just don't do anything.
Yeah. Whereas what we want to do is we're trying to push this way. So as your hips are up,
makes sense.
And you're pushing yourself this way, as you push your bum down, your bum should go that way. So as your bum pushes that way, that'll lift your rib cage up.
Yeah.
And then that does all the good stuff.
All right.
Because that's what we want, and that's stability. So when, like, you can see there, your legs are like doing this when you're benching. They shouldn't do that because you're pushing this way. They shouldn't be able to do this. Yeah. All right. Because that just means that you're not pushing as hard as you can.
Yeah. I'll try that again.
Try again. I'm going to shut up and just let you do it.
Okay.
That's better.
I definitely felt that more in my legs.
A little bit, but that was better. Good. Much better.
I felt it in my quads a bit, so I think that's
your feet could go a little bit further away.
Oh, what, like this way?
A little bit further that way.
All right.
Just to get a bit more of a vertical shin.
Yeah.
Because you're quite like tucked in underneath.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas I think you'll get a bit more out of your legs if they're a little bit further away.
That's because I've always thought how to do an arch is you bring your feet behind you.
Yeah, so you're going for like a passive, like if I bring this round, I'll end up here. Yeah. But then your arch ends up from like this bit rather than being from this bit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, but that was good. That was good. Right, we'll have a look at this.
Just give it a go. Do you have clips on? No, I was gonna say.
Nah. It's actually safer not to have clips on when you bench.
Is it actually?
Yeah, because then if it gets stuck on you, you can unload it, yeah.
That makes sense. Should I have my feet about here when I'm...
You'll find out in a minute.
Guess I'll see.
Feet a bit further away. He does, yeah, he does.
Move. 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 Move.
Felt pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
The form all right.
Yeah, you can still do a lot more with your legs. You're just a bit, when you put your bum down, you just put it down.
Yeah.
You just like sit it. And then your legs, you can see it on the video, your legs just shut off. Because you just like, you're there. So. You're here, you lift it out and you go, and then your legs kind of do that and then you push again. Whereas what it should be is here. That's what it should be. There should be a lot more, and that's just time.
Yeah.
You just need to take the time to, when you put your bum down, you want to think about squeezing it in behind your shoulders.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So when you push it, when you put your bum down, push it with your legs behind your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like squash it in behind your shoulders. All right?
Yeah.
Now push with your legs. Push, 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 push. Don't let them relax. Good, better, good. And immediately you see like how much higher his ribs are. He's still a bit unstable. No. So much better. That'll do, mate. Better.
I felt more tighter.
Yeah, much
like
tighter.
from my legs all the way up.
Yeah. So on the next one, I want you, when your legs are still a little bit like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll your thighs in.
Roll in.
So rather than being, because you're used to being like out here, right? We're going to roll them into there. So you're pushing.
Should I point my feet in or?
No, feet stay here, but you're just going to roll them in and push from there. Right, so then you'll be like off your big toe, inside edge of your foot, and you're just going to push straight up the bench.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to go straight up the bench, right? So that'll just lock your hips in and you'll just push that way.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll try that.
Cool.
So you should feel like when you're putting your bum down or pushing up the bench, you should feel like your knees are coming together and they're almost squeezing the bench, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So don't move your feet, just try and roll them in a little bit.
Like that, kind of.
Yeah. Not too much, just a little bit. Yeah.
While pushing as well.
Yeah.
Right.
As hard as you can.
Yep.
It's really hard, to be fair, because you're like, I need to push the bar, so then you don't think about your legs. Lift them up, yeah, good. Nice, now push as hard as you can. Much better.
That felt good.
Yeah, that looked much better.
That felt good.
You look like you know what you're doing now. Scary. The best thing about bench is you do so much work before you've got any weight on your hand, like any weight in your hands. Like with a squat, you unrack it and then you've got to walk it out and you've got to do it and you're like, oh, I'm squashing me. Whereas this, you do so much of getting in the right place and there's no pressure. You don't have the weight in your hands, you're just squashing yourself in. And then you just unrack it and it should be, when you get really good at it, like they just unrack it and it's just there and then it's just down and up.
Yeah.
But no, it looks better. We'll put a little bit more weight on it.
Put a bit more weight on, yeah.
Stuff. Then when it gets to your heavy stuff, you shouldn't have to think about it. You should just be like, I don't have to think about this now. I've done 4 warm-ups. I'm much more in tune with it. And then, rather than just to warm up, just lying down and just like,
that's what I do.
Flailing
I just
around.
lay down, just pump them out.
Yeah, whereas we want to be using every opportunity we can to practice.
Yeah. Right. Felt better than the 70.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I feel like even with like the squat, I think everything, the more weight I have on, the more controlled I feel, because the less chance of it like flying up.
You just concentrate.
Yeah.
It just makes you concentrate.
Yeah.
That's literally all that is.
Yeah.
You're concentrating a little bit more and you're spending a little bit more time doing it well, because you're like, if I don't do this right, it's going to have a bit more of a consequence.
Yeah.
So, and that's literally all it is. That's all you're doing. That looked good though. That looked really good. Yeah, yeah. We'll put 90 on it.
90.
And also, like when it's getting a bit heavier, you move a little bit slower, which makes it
down slower.
Yeah, which makes it feel a little bit better because you're still a bit like that.
Yeah. You know when you're bringing it up, just shoot it up as fast as you can, or like accelerate it up.
Just push it.
All right.
People just it sounds really weird, right? But sometimes people forget to push. But the mistake that people make is they try and move it too fast. So then like everything's moving around, but the legs are moving around, they're doing loads of stuff because they're trying to make light stuff move fast. We don't care. It just has to be smooth.
Yeah.
Like on bench, if you were filming it from here and you watched it back, the only thing that moves should be your arms. Nothing else should move. There should be no like big jolt from your legs or anything because they're pushing as hard as they can all the time. That should not change.
Yeah.
All right? Good, that's good. Kind of loses his height from his rib cage a little bit on the way down. He like doesn't push quite as hard as he could. But generally pretty good.
That felt really good. I feel like the heavier it goes, the better it feels.
Because you slow down.
Yeah, I felt like I was going slower there.
Yeah, you controlled it down a little bit more and they both reps hit in the same spot. Makes a difference. Right, cool. We'll have a look at your deadlift.
Ooh.
All right. It's actually not too bad. Not too bad.
What do you think about the mixed grip compared to that?
Mixed grip's good.
Mixed grip's good.
Yeah. So, because you'll either go mixed grip or you'll go hook grip. So hook grip, you grab the bar like this, and you literally you use your thumb as a hook.
That doesn't sound good.
Hurts.
Yeah,
hurts a lot. Yeah, hurts a lot. But some people like it. But yeah, it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
You are literally squashing your thumb between your fingers in the bar.
Yeah. I couldn't be doing that.
Some people do
I'll
it
stick
with
to the mixed grip.
Yeah, it seems smart.
Might need to put a belt on,
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Ooh.
It's actually not bad, you know.
It's all right.
I thought it was going to be really bad from what you said, but it's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. Right, we'll go 120.
Sound. Cool. Oh.
Let's have another look. How's that?
Heavy. Felt good though.
It's actually really good. It's actually pretty good, yeah. It's not bad. You should do it more often.
Yeah.
The mistake people make when they deadlift is they do it too heavy too often.
See, deadlift, I do it say once every 2 months, if that.
Yeah, you should probably do it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it might feel less heavy.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. That actually looks really good. You do all the fundamental stuff really well. Yeah. Right. So what we'll do is I want you to do 2 reps, but I want it to be 3 seconds to the knee and then an easy lockout.
3 seconds up to here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you'll go like, you'll go here, like that.
Okay.
All right.
I've never done anything like this before. All I've ever done is just picked it up, put it down.
Yep.
I used to just drop it. I never even used to put it down.
I'm glad you've changed that. But yeah, this will help you a lot.
All right, let's go then. Ooh. Ooh.
What's the difference between the two?
Felt like my back rounded a bit more on the second,
Nope. All good. All good. You just stayed over it a little bit more on the second one.
Oh, I meant to
then
be
you
back
could,
a little bit.
So then you could push it. No, it was good.
Is that a good thing? All
Because
right.
then you could stay on your legs.
Yeah.
People get their hips too low, they end up too far behind it, and then they
And,
don't
like,
use their
squatting
legs.
it kind
And
of.
then, yeah, exactly, yeah. You actually do a really good job of it. But no, that's right, really nice and smooth. But something like that, even if you did it just as a few warm-ups before you did something else, will help a lot because you'll feel your legs a lot more. Because the mistake people make is they try and they just grab it and just yank it.
Yeah.
Whereas what it should be is you need to create enough upward tension into it, but you need to push it. Now, the people that do it really well, they push really well with their legs, like really, really well with their legs. Yeah, but that was actually pretty. Yeah, it was a lot better than I was expecting.
Happy with that?
I had from your description, I had something in my head of what it was going to be, and it wasn't that.
Or just a bit like that?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, but no,
It used to be like
you
that,
should
but
do
I've
it more
changed
often because it actually looks really good.
Yeah. I squat and bench more than I deadlift, like. I sometimes bench, not very often, not heavy anyway.
Yeah.
And then the squat, I mainly just do like a hack squat, a squat machine.
Yeah. No, you should do it more often because you'd squat like twice a week. Squat twice a week, bench 3 times a week, deadlift once or twice.
See, my split, it's like 4 days, so like I do a pull, push, legs, arms at the moment.
Right.
I train chest every like week and a half kind of thing.
Wow. A week and a half.
Well, it's like I do a chest day and then I've got a shoulder day, but I have a bit of chest and shoulders in both.
Yeah. Yeah, so like powerlifting is different gravy,
It's different,
you see.
yeah.
Because we're like, you would, so I train 4 times a week, I bench 4 times a week.
Yeah.
You squat twice, you deadlift twice, you bench 4 times, and that's just how you do it. And you have heavier and lighter days within that, because you have a day where you're just practicing, you're lying down on the bench and you're doing some sets of 5 or 6, and they're really, really easy, but it's 4 opportunities to be in that position, and you just go down and up and down and up and down and up, because you're learning a skill and you're refining a skill.
So, as you could see from that video, Tom knew a lot of things. Some of the things I've never heard before, like I was quite shocked, especially with the leg drive on the bench and with the breathing on the squat. I didn't know how much the breathing would make a difference. Really hope you enjoyed the video. I will definitely be coming back to Northeast Strength Culture and having another session, learning a bit more form. But yeah, see you in a bit.